to fill that for you. But first, you have to go to the well. You have to go. Leave your comfort zones. Allow yourself to go and fetch that water that will satisfy your every longing. By saying, "Give me a drink," Jesus is saying that he is thirsty. And that's precisely the reason why he was at the well in the first place. He was thirsty. It was midday. The disciples went out to get food. He stayed at the well. He was thirsty. He saw the woman fetching water. He asked her, "Give me a drink." Jesus is thirsty. How about us, humans? Yes, we thirst. That is why we have to go to the well every day with our bucket. Jesus is going to make the same offer to us. We read in the gospel today, whoever drinks this water from the well will get thirsty again. But anyone who drinks the water that I shall give will never be thirsty again. The water I will give shall turn into spring inside, welling up to eternal life. And so each of us has a choice to draw water only from the well, or to also accept the living water that Jesus offers us. And what is this living water? What is this living water? Put simply, we can describe this living water as the love of God. Allowing the love of God to fill our buckets every day. But how can we receive this? How can we receive this living water from Jesus? I'd like to believe that the first way is by praying. Praying is the best way for everyone, for us to receive this living water. Also, every time you receive Him in Holy Communion, we are drinking His living water. Every time we turn to His mercy in the sacrament of reconciliation, we receive the living water of Christ. This time of Lent, my dear friends, is a special season of grace. A special season that enables us to drink more and more of this living water that Jesus is offering us. And so three simple but powerful ways. In your prayer, at Mass, and at reconciliation. You are nourished by this living water that is being offered by Christ when you actually go and pray, go and attend Mass, and go approach the sacrament of reconciliation. Come to the well. Come to the well with your buckets ready, and Jesus will meet you there. The bucket is a favorite image of mystics to describe spiritual life. They compare our soul to a bucket that seeks to be filled with living water, to be filled with God's grace. But why do we oftentimes find this bucket empty or not filled with water? I'd like, as a way to conclude this part, to give you images of bucket waiting to be filled by the living water. And as I describe the images, I allow you to situate yourself, find yourself and identify which bucket are you at this point of your spiritual life. First, yung may takip. Bakit na may takip? With, bakit? Bakit? KFC bakit? Yung bakit? Ano ba yan? Ano ba bakit sa Tagalog? Timba. Balde. Bakit? Do we get that? Bakit? Yes. Bakit? You used to hear what? Timba na may takip. Hindi mapupuno ang timba kapag ito ay may takip. So with covered. How many times do we come to God in prayer, but we are not open to listen, hence not letting the grace of God to fill our bucket? Tayo ba ay balding may takip? Gusto nating mapuno pero may takip? May butas.
May takip naman.
Wala na yung takip, no? Another image is may butas with holes. The bucket with holes. How many times do we come to God in prayer and expect our prayers to be answered, but we are hiding or keeping in our hearts anger, resentment, and pride that do nothing but waste away the living water that we continue to try to fetch and contain? May butas. Tayo ba ay bakit na may butas? Madalas o patuloy na lumalapit pero hindi tayo readyng pagpatawad. Na parang okay lang sa atin kasi anyway, I can come back again. Mag-iigib na lang uli ako. Third image of the bucket. Puno na. Already full. Hindi na tayo makakatanggap pa ng panibagong tubig, panibagong igib ng tubig kasi puno. Puno kasi hindi natin gustong bawasan. Ayaw mo magbigay. Hindi ka mag-share. Hanggang sa naging stagnant water na siya. How many times? I will. How many times do we come to God in prayer and expect to take more in? But we are not willing to let go of what we have already. Or we disregard the opportunities to share our resources, our gifts, but we expect take more in. If we do not allow ourselves to make room for God to work through us and in us. So, the third image, bucket that is already full. Wala nang room. Dahil ayaw nating mag-share. Ayaw natin gamitan ng tabo para magsalong para sa iba. Final image, and this is not, there are many images, but final image for the purpose of our exhortation, reflection today. Nakataob. Upside down.
Parang walang bakit.
Upside down. Tama si Tito. Si Lord, gustong salukan, tayo ayaw nating saluhin. It's not any different from a bucket na, I don't know how to translate this, na nakalihis. Nakalihis. Not aligned, something like that. But it's not different. An upside down bucket is not any different from a bucket na nakalihis. So we cannot expect the bucket to be filled with water if it's not directed. If the source of water is not directed to the opening of that bucket. How many times do we come to God in prayer, but never really there? that our heart is not where it should be. And we find ourselves living upside down because of our deliberate choices and actions. Bakit na nakataob? Consider these images, my friends. Consider these images for a moment and recognize what kind of bucket. What kind of bucket you are right now. Are you upside down? Are you filled already? Are you with holes? Or are you with a cover? Think about that for a moment. And may that guide you in your desire, in our desire, to dive deep into Lent. Because it matters so much. Not only that we have in our hearts the desire to go, it matters a lot what kind of bucket are we bringing with us. So the action should be deliberate to go, but the decisions should be conscientious and discerned. What kind of bucket are you bringing with you? I'd like for you to consider that for a moment. Maybe in your silence right now, identify. Identify where you are and how you want to proceed from there. The story of the woman at the well teaches us that God loves us in spite of our challenges and difficulties, whatever kind of bucket we may be. God values us enough to actively seek us, but He also respects our freedom. He cannot force on us anything. He cannot even dictate what kind of bucket we should bring that day. It should be our deliberate choice, our decision. And may this part of our retreat today lead you to fix that bucket. Make that bucket ready to fetch Jesus, the living water. Amen.